The Hoosier Planning Awards program was created to recognize professional excellence and outstanding examples of urban planning by the Indiana chapter of the American Planning Association. These awards honor works that represent the forefront of the profession and embody high levels of creativity and imagination. The 2021 Hoosier Planning Awards were juried by the Awards Committee of Indiana APA, with committee members recusing themselves from both the discussion of the award and voting for the award if they were involved with the nominated organizations in the past or present. The awards program is open to any individual, firm, agency, or institution for both projects in Indiana as well as projects located outside of Indiana, provided there was principal involvement by a member or members in good standing with the chapter. Nominated projects must be 3 years old or less at the time of nomination to be considered for an award. The awards program includes 2 levels of recognition: honorable mention and outstanding. Honor awards recognize projects that demonstrate high-quality solutions to challenging problems and contain multiple attributes that make them unique amongst the nominees. The highest award is an outstanding award. Outstanding is only given by the committee if they felt that a project went above and beyond the normal planning practice for that category, was particularly unique and innovative, and will serve to move the profession of urban planning forward in the future. The Indiana chapter of the American Planning Association's Awards Committee thanks all the nominees for the 2021 Hoosier Planning Awards for their efforts. The second-year Master of Public Affairs students at Indiana University Bloomington campus worked on a capstone project with Faith CDC on a strategic plan for the Emerson neighborhood located in Gary, Indiana. The students came from the Indiana University School of Public and Environmental Affairs and represent a diverse group, with all of the students either being Hoosiers or coming from outside the state, and they all had one common goal with this capstone project: doing things well at the local level. Some of the group's accomplishments include starting an Indiana University service learning commitment to Northwest Indiana, a strategic plan in the Emerson neighborhood with realistic recommendations, providing planning and community development services in minority communities that normally would not have received this type of support, and allowing students to work on a rewarding and demanding service learning project. Congratulations to the Indiana University SPIA students for their honorable mention for student project for the strategic plan for the Emerson neighborhood in Gary, Indiana. Community engagement is difficult in the best of times, but with the added challenge of a global pandemic, with in-person open house style gatherings no longer appropriate, creativity was required. The City of Indianapolis's Department of Metropolitan Development, in partnership with Greenstreet consultants, utilized a multitude of outreach strategies to gather community feedback for the recently completed 25th and Modon Vision Plan on the near north side of Indianapolis. Through leveraging relationships with neighborhood organizations, introducing innovative, passive forms of engagement, and employing classic, tried and true forms of outreach, the 25th and Modon Vision Plan shines for its thoughtful and nimble approach to community engagement during the COVID-19 pandemic. Congratulations to the City of Indianapolis's Department of Metropolitan Development, Long Range Planning Division, and Real Estate and Economic Development Division, and Greenstreet for their outstanding outreach and communication for the 25th and Modon Vision Plan. The Wabash Can Coalition is a group of active stakeholders working, living, and volunteering within the Wabash Avenue neighborhood just south of downtown Lafayette. Over the past several years, this group has made extraordinary progress in neighborhood-led initiatives that amplify the neighborhood's positive momentum into enhancements that benefit all within the neighborhood. Notably, this group has been building community through grassroots efforts and partnerships rooted in education and community engagement, uplifting the neighborhood spirit and sense of place. Implementation includes the Wabash Walls Mural Initiative, supporting the Boldly Wabash Avenue Neighborhood Enhancement Plan, and tactical urbanism pedestrian safety on Wabash Avenue. Over the past few years, the Wabash Avenue neighborhood has quickly become a cultural destination and homegrown success story in Lafayette. Currently, the city staff is working to implement neighborhood coalitions elsewhere to help similarly empower other neighborhoods. Congratulations to Wabash Can, the City of Lafayette, Habitat for Humanity of Lafayette, Tippecanoe Arts Federation, and MKSK Incorporated for their outstanding grassroots initiative for Wabash Can Coalition engagement and implementation. Design and Mission at Eskenazi Health, Guidelines for the Future translates the mission and values of the Eskenazi Health Organization for application to the built environment. The implementation of these design principles and guidelines will extend Eskenazi Health's legacy of providing dignified care for all Marion County residents, a legacy that extends back to City Hospital in the early 1800s, well into the future. This document recognizes that wellness is not just defined by what happens within the clinic. It is also shaped by the built environment, by human-occupied spaces that promote active living, healthy eating, environmental resiliency, and mental, social, and emotional health. Design and Mission at Eskenazi Health, Guidelines for the Future, promotes a new standard for public hospitals that is focused not just on providing high-quality care to patients, but also on providing leadership and support to the community as a whole, well beyond the campus boundaries. Congratulations to David Rubin Land Collective and Beyer Blender Belle on their honorable mention in urban design for Design and Mission at Eskenazi Health, Guidelines for the Future. The Monon Boulevard provides a bold example of how strategic investment in visionary public space can enhance the physical, environmental, social, and economic health of a community. The project transforms a former industrial corridor into a vibrant, walkable, mixed-use area that connects the city's established districts into a destination linear park. The $28 million project involved the replacement of a modest 12-foot wide asphalt path with an expanded 140-foot wide multimodal boulevard over 6 blocks in length. The boulevard includes a wide median with separate dedicated paths for bicyclists and pedestrians that meander through an array of gathering spaces and plazas. A combination of design, detail, and amenities provide a distinctive place that defines the Midtown experience. The project also integrates best practices for stormwater management, green infrastructure, and resilient design, while attracting private investment in the form of new residents, businesses, offices, restaurants, and shops. Congratulations to Rundell Ernstberger Associates, Crossroad Engineers, White Construction, the Engineering Collaborative LLC, Lynch, Harrison, and Brumliv, and RLR Associates for their outstanding urban design for Monon Boulevard. The University Parkway Corridor Plan was a partnership between the Vanderburgh County Commissioners, Evansville-Vanderburgh County Area Plan Commission, and the Evansville Metropolitan Planning Organization. The purpose of the plan was to protect the diverse land use character throughout the corridor, leverage investment and capacity of new sanitary sewers and a pump station under construction in the area, make University Parkway a limited access thoroughfare while ensuring safe and efficient multimodal movement of vehicles, and build consensus among vastly different viewpoints within the public regarding growth. The outcome of the plan is a balanced approach to growth management by restricting growth north of Upper Mount Vernon Road, increasing environmental restrictions through the creation of a conservation zone, and restricting residential subdivisions in the agricultural district. The process contained extensive outreach, including 9 public meetings, focus groups, 4 stakeholder meetings, 4 elected official briefings, and 5 online opportunities. Congratulations to Rundell Ernstberger Associates, Lockmuller Group, and Powers Engineering on their honorable mention in transportation planning for University Parkway. In 2007, the former Coke plant on the southeast side of Indianapolis shuttered its doors, leaving behind a 140-acre brownfield site and many surrounding low-income and minority residents out of work. Developed by a strong coalition of neighborhoods, this plan represented a tremendous opportunity to make the site productive again through redevelopment and subsequently enhancing the quality of life throughout the area. The place-based elements of the final master plan created a village center in the heart of the redevelopment area, offering a mix of uses including the community justice complex, offices, residential, retail spaces, parks, and other institutions. A community green leverages over $500 million in public investment, transforming the area into a multimodal hub of activity. This plan has been crucial for the Twin Air neighborhood because it is a detailed roadmap for the redevelopment of the site while addressing the social, economic, and physical needs of the entire community. Congratulations to Rundell Ernstberger Associates, AECOM, Greenstreet Limited, CHA Consulting, and Synthesis Incorporated for their honorable mention in economic development planning for the Twin Air Neighborhood Redevelopment Plan. The COVID-19 pandemic has had an unprecedented impact on local economies around the world. In Huntingburg, Indiana, 4th Street is the community's downtown commercial district. In mid-March, nearly all of the 35 businesses on 4th Street were required to close or greatly limit their business capacity for approximately 69 days. This closure had an estimated impact of $2.596 million. As a response, the 4th Street Resiliency Plan was a week-long virtual charrette study. The intent was to provide decision makers with the resources necessary to make quick decisions and implement an expedited reopening plan for the summer of 2020. 6 scenarios were developed for transforming the street, which explored different layout and timing options. Each was analyzed in terms of its cost, business impact, health impact, and political impact. A risk comparison was included that identified the level of risk from the health, business impact, and political perspectives. While the plan was a response to business closure during the COVID-19 pandemic, this plan could be revisited for additional economic stimulus that may be needed in the future. The concepts that the resiliency analysis documented illustrated how an event like this can happen in a successful and safe way during an otherwise challenging time. Congratulations to Taylor Siefker Williams Design Group for their outstanding economic development planning for the 4th Street Resiliency Plan. Bargersville is a rapidly growing community with a top-tier school system, proximity to Indianapolis, and future I-69 interchange. The population for the town doubled from 2010 to 2017, creating several planning challenges. These included keeping up with infrastructure, community services, and quality of life amenities in a fiscally responsible way, while balancing the desire to remain a rural community with immense development pressure. Several methods of outreach and engagement resulted in 1,011 unique comments that were crucial to the success of the plan. Continually working with town officials and residents allowed for a comprehensive document that accurately described current conditions and represented community desires. To address the community's needs, Bargersville Vision 2040 created 3 unique development nodes of focus, in addition to addressing core plan elements such as land use and housing, transportation, utilities, community facilities and services, parks and recreation, character and identity, downtown, and tourism and economic development. The final plan is also full of precedent imagery, graphic renderings, diagrams, and infographics to better illustrate the ideas in the plan as well as generate excitement for them. Finally, the implementation plan provided a clear guide or roadmap for the town's decision makers to implement the goals and objectives of the plan. Congratulations to Taylor Siefker Williams Design Group and VS Engineering for their honorable mention in comprehensive planning for Bargersville Vision 2040. Lebanon Redefined, the City of Lebanon Comprehensive Plan, is an entirely web-based comprehensive plan that serves to outline a vision and strategic framework for future development, redevelopment, and community building projects within the city. The plan describes the future vision for the city as developed by citizens and community leaders throughout the planning process, creates action-oriented recommendations to help guide land use and development decisions, and ensures the city remains competitive from a business retention and attraction standpoint while also maintaining the high quality of life for Lebanon's residents. As a web-based plan, the plan is the website and the website is the plan. This online format ensures the plan is easily accessible and a living document not to be used just by the city staff, boards, and commissions, but also by residents, developers, business owners, and regional economic development professionals on a regular basis. Congratulations to Rundell Ernstberger Associates and Pivot Marketing on their honorable mention in comprehensive planning for Lebanon Redefined, the City of Lebanon Comprehensive Plan. The town of Sellersburg is a rapidly growing community of just under 10,000 people. Situated along prominent Interstate 65, just 15 minutes from downtown Louisville, the strong rate of growth is expected to continue. The planning process for the comprehensive plan began early in 2020 with planned in-person public outreach events that quickly converted to online engagement and socially distanced opportunities. Even with limited in-person engagement, the planning team was still able to capture over 1,700 video views, over 625 individual responses, and over 400 project website visitors over the course of the planning process. The Sellersburg Comprehensive Plan is organized by 3 guiding principles: Sellersburg's strong foundation, Sellersburg's sense of community, and Sellersburg's pride and legacy. Key priorities of the Sellersburg Comprehensive Plan include updating their zoning ordinance and subdivision regulations, flooding mitigation, expansion of their existing park system, and focusing redevelopment efforts at their greenways. Because of the town's dedication to creating a strong future, they have already adopted their Unified Development Ordinance, which fully aligns with their recently adopted comprehensive plan. As part of their implementation efforts, they have also adopted a new drainage ordinance and are starting on the design of a new public road in their town center development. Congratulations to Taylor Siefker Williams Design Group and GRW Engineers for their outstanding comprehensive plan for the Sellersburg 2040 Comprehensive Plan. The New Albany, Indiana Housing Authority, NAHA, Master Plan established a renewed vision for public and affordable housing, a pressing concern for the city of New Albany and across the country. The New Albany, Indiana Housing Authority Master Plan laid the groundwork for transforming current NAHA properties into thriving neighborhoods where all residents can actively enjoy life. The plan has broad applicability to all current and future NAHA properties and can be translated into actionable results for a host of similar communities across the country who are facing economic and social challenges brought about by affordable housing access. The new master plan presents a generational shift in public housing founded on the principle that all people, despite income, age, or ability, deserve safe, clean, and affordable homes. Congratulations to HWC Engineering for their honorable mention in Best Practice for the New Albany, Indiana Housing Authority Master Plan. Count Me Indy, directed by the Long Range Planning Division within the Department of Metropolitan Development at the City of Indianapolis, was Indianapolis and Marion County's Complete Count campaign for the 2020 census. With the goal of maximizing the number of people self-responding to the census, Count Me Indy was dedicated to promoting the census to all residents and ensuring that they knew that, whoever they were and wherever they were from, they counted. Through partnerships with the Indianapolis Urban League, La Plaza, Luna Language Services, the Arts Council of Indianapolis, and more, Count Me Indy focused its attention on reaching historically undercounted populations in the census through creative, engaging, and cost-effective approaches. Count Me Indy increased the percentage of self-responding households in the 2020 census from 2010's high through its robust campaign, which was recognized as a case study by the National League of Cities and Georgetown University's Beek Center. Through fostering collaborative partnerships across Indianapolis, focusing on reaching historically undercounted populations, implementing inventive educational engagement strategies, committing to reaching residents through trusted messengers and accessible marketing efforts, and remaining nimble through the COVID-19 pandemic, Count Me Indy served as a shining example of similar campaigns regionally as well as nationally. Congratulations to the City of Indianapolis's Department of Metropolitan Development Long Range Planning Division, the Indianapolis Urban League, La Plaza, Stones 3 Resources, Porch Light Public Relations, and Frigi Brands for their outstanding best practice for Count Me Indy. Sally D. Fahey is known for relentlessly serving her community as an admirable leader. Her commitment to the planning profession stems from a deep-rooted desire to serve the public in all forms available to her. She loves people, works hard, and always at the service of citizens, a true reflection of the Hoosier spirit. Her in-depth knowledge of planning principles is unparalleled. She's a walking encyclopedia of knowledge regarding land use policies, land division regulations, case law, and transportation planning in Indiana, and she loves to share her knowledge with anyone who is interested. Many people who have worked for her have greatly benefited from her wealth of knowledge and experience. Her leadership style has allowed team members to be independent thinkers, collaborators, and most importantly, civic-minded. Sally resolves conflicts and handles difficult situations with elected officials of different political affiliations while maintaining a balance of her multi-jurisdictional responsibilities with remarkable patience and admirable tact. She has shown exceptional adaptive leadership in the past year when all in-person public services offered through the Area Plan Commission transitioned to virtual mode due to the COVID-19 health crisis. Her ability to lead the APC team swiftly to a virtual service mode with a minimal interruption to regular office operation was commendable. In many ways, she exceeds the challenging requirements and expectations for this award. Her innovations, intelligence, and accomplishments complement precisely the stellar community of past recipients and make her highly deserving of this honor. Congratulations to Sally D. Fahey, our Indiana Planning Sagamore for 2021.